went back and forth, but I think I found a winner, guys. Let's talk about this week's pick of the week. DC versus Marvel, baby. I mean, it's there. It's there. A lot of people still like to say DC versus Marvel. I love both properties, by the way. Both properties. However, this is a DC versus Marvel question, honestly. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. I mean, out of these two characters, I mean, this I've been thinking about this like for a long time, but I want to hear what the people have to say. Who would you rather have a film adaptation of? Would you rather have a film adaptation of Miles Morales, Spider-Man Miles Morales, or Batman Beyond Terry McGinnis? Which out of these characters? You can only pick one. And hey, I'm a studio, right? I'm a studio. I'm saying, okay, let's just say I have both properties. We only have the budget. We only have the money. You know what? We're only going to make one out of these two characters because this is a risk. So you're the studio. Which one do you want to do? Which one do you have your heart set on? Would you rather see a Spider-Man Miles Morales or a Terry McGinnis Batman Beyond? Now I'm gonna say what I would rather see on the big screen and who I'd want to see first. Or if I only could choose one, I want to see a Terry McGinnis Batman Beyond. Now, both of these are comic book properties. Just to let you guys know, both of them have not had a live big screen adaptation. They may be animated series, but big screen, no. Film wise, no. Live adaptation, no. For my live adaptation film, I would pick Terry McGinnis Batman Beyond. Now, Terry McGinnis was created by Bruce Timm. Of course, he followed after the Batman the Anime series, and of course Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. He even makes pretty much he has a little arc. Well, I don't want to say a little arc, like a couple good episodes where he's tied in with the Justice League, and we see what happens to young Bruce sees what happens to older Bruce. But that's what's so great about Terry McGinnis is his connection with Bruce Wayne. I'm not gonna. I don't really want to spoil it for you guys, but his connection with Bruce Wayne and him becoming the new Batman. I mean, that itself is interesting. That itself is just like I just want to see that on the big screen. Now, I thought they were going to do that after Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy with Joseph LeVac Gordon. Even though he was Robin and he wasn't Terry McGinnis, I thought they would still go that way and lead to a Batman Beyond. However, that's not how it went. Now, Terry McGinnis has a tragic past, just like Bruce. Not as bad as Bruce, but pretty bad. He is like a Peter Parker, if you think about it. He's trying to balance his heroics with his everyday life. Bruce being the mentor of him, being the Obi-Wan. I think Terry McGinnis is a lot like Luke Skywalker. He's kind of bratty, he's kind of snotty, yet he's maturing along, and we follow him along the way as he matures. Now, also, let's talk about that suit, man. I mean, the freaking red emblem with all black, and then just being in a futuristic world, because this takes place in a futuristic world where there's flying cars, there's newer villains. I would say that Terry McGinnis' villains rogue gallery is not that great. It's definitely not as good as Batman's, of course, far, and not even touching Spider-Man's, but there's always room for to create a villain for him to be matched up with. If you have seen the film where the Joker comes back, that's an amazing film. You should go check it out. I forgot what it was called, but it was Joker's Return, I believe. Batman Beyond Joker's Return. I think that's what the name was. But that film was great. And Terry McGinnis and Batman, him as Batman, was great as well. So, I mean, that suit is awesome. And then even the concept art when they were going to do a live adaptation looked amazing. And I just want to see this film so bad. I want to see either it could be Terry McGinnis or somebody else, or maybe even a Robin. That's fine. Give me Batman Beyond. Give me a futuristic world. Give me that suit. Give me older Bruce Wayne mentoring younger, the up and coming Batman. Because Batman, it's all about, Christopher Nolan. I'm surprised he didn't do this, because it's all about passing, a legacy, and who better to follow in that legacy than Terry McGinnis than Batman Beyond. So I totally want to see a Batman Beyond live adaptation. Now, on the other hand, it would be so refreshing, so interesting to see a Miles Morales Spider-Man. Now, if you don't know too much about Miles Morales, he was basically created for the Ultimate Universe, and he is half Hispanic and half black. And that's great, man. I mean, that's great to have some diversity in these characters. And a lot of people were in an uproar if they ever made Spider-Man gay or they ever made him Miles Morales. But honestly, you could still have your Peter Parker, and then you could have your Miles Morales, because Peter Parker in the comics, I'm just going to, spoiler alert, it's just going to take a minute, so I'm just going to say it real quick. So here I go. Peter Parker dies. And Miles Morales takes up the mantle, basically. And at this point, they stopped doing the Ultimate. They revamped Marvel, but Miles Morales is in the same universe as Peter Parker. I believe still. I believe that's. I think that's where I read. But Miles Morales, spoilers done. Miles Morales is definitely a character I want. He's younger. He's definitely younger than Peter. He just his suit alone looks amazing. And it's kind of crazy compared to the Batman Beyond. Well, Batman Beyond, is very simple. It has definitely simple colors, red and black. Well, Miles Morales' suit, Spider-Man suit, is simple as well, red and black. However, you got more design to it. You got more of that, you got that Spider-Man, of course, look to it. But he looks badass, man. Miles Morales looks badass. Now, I'm not a big comic book reader, as I think I've said numerous times. But there has been a few instances where I've seen a couple comics, I've seen a couple pages with Miles Morales. And the kid, just seems very... He seems like such a likable character, and he's such a fan favorite. And I really like Miles Morales, and I really like where they took this character to. I don't know if they did an anime series based upon him, but I know a lot of people wanted to see that. If they were going to move away from Amazing Spider-Man, why not get Miles Morales? And I was one of them that said, no, not yet. Why don't we wait for a while? Let's see a true Peter Parker, and then we can get a Miles Morales in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But I still feel that way. I feel like let's get this Peter Parker going, because we've had this Peter Parker with Tobey Maguire, and then we had this Peter Parker with Andrew Garfield, but we never got the Peter Parker that I think we all wanted, even though a lot of people like Andrew Garfield and a lot of people like Tobey Maguire. So let's just get Peter Parker done with Marvel Cinematic Universe, and after a while introduce Miles Morales, because Miles Morales definitely does bring a fresh perspective, fresh look. And there's a lot of villains in his rogue gallery that's kind of definitely the Venom. I know the Venom, there was a new Venom that was introduced. I believe he was white and black. I don't know if that's tied into Miles Morales, but I really do feel like Miles Morales is definitely a big, fresh breath air. And honestly, I guess I'm being honest with you guys, I would go Terry McGinnis Batman Beyond, because I know so much more about Terry McGinnis' character than I do Miles Morales. I know so much more of his mythos than Miles Morales, and I cater to DC films a little bit more to Marvel films, but I love both of them. I think Captain America Winter Soldier is amazing. Guardians of the Galaxy, one of my favorites. But DC, there's something about, Batman. It's Batman, and it's his legacy, and it's Terry McGinnis, and I want to see that on the big screen before I ever see a Miles Morales, even though I want to see Miles Morales come in, but not until later on, until we're done with this Peter Parker. But gotta say, it's not up to me though. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys want to see a Miles Morales before a Batman Beyond? It's your pick. Either a Terry McGinnis live adaptation or a Miles Morales live adaptation. You can't go wrong. That's why I make these pick of the weeks. So nobody really has a wrong answer, because it's really up to you guys. It's your guys' opinion. I love to hear people's opinion. I have an opinion. So do you. You have a voice and you have a keyboard. So type away. Or you want to do a video and just send me a video and explain why, you would pick this certain character over this character. So thank you guys for listening. That is my pick of the week. Terry McGinnis over Miles Morales for a live adaptation film. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I have a lot more videos. Walking Dead. Should do a pick 'em for Walking Dead or something like that. Anime, hopefully music pretty soon, and top fives. And if you haven't checked out my first pick of the week episode, it's Mad Max versus Fury 7. Which film did you prefer the most of this year? And also, like the video, well, if you like it, and comment below, because I want to hear you guys' thoughts. And that's all I have to say. I'm Dan Man, aka Daniel's son, and I am out of here.